So if the exhibit that we have received was a cartridge case or was a cartridge case I could have acquired on the system, on the IB system. When warrant officer rule officer later received the firearm, the test that we fired on the firearm were acquired on the system. We could have picked up a hit earlier than that. But because the exhibit was a bullet from the crime scene, the test acquired from warrant officer rule officer was a cartridge case. You cannot compare a bullet and a cartridge case.
I do hear you, Lieutenant Colonel, but there was another specific request from Major Bayat on the 23rd of February 2015. That is after warrant officer Roloffs had conducted the examination, the test on the firearm on the 18th of February 2015. A week later, there is a specific request which is directed to the Forensic Science Laboratory. I'm now at Exhibit LL4 of the record, which is a letter that was drafted by Major Bayat and for inquiries, both Major Bayat and Detective Constable Dlamini. It was a specific request, and this request was acknowledged by the Forensic Science Laboratory on the same date, the 23rd of February 2015. That is a week later after Warrant Officer Roloffs had finalized the examination on the 18th of February 2015. You see that letter?
Yes, I saw the letter
yesterday. So, again, you missed the hit. You did not act on the request from the unit which was handling the case Cleveland case 96 of 2015 to conduct IBs on the exhibit which is a firearm and the other cases which are annotated on that exhibit. You did not.
My Lord, the request was sent to IB subsection of the ballistics. Now, with the IB system, what they did, after receiving the request, they compared the tests that Warrant Officer Roloffs sent with all the outstanding cases on the IB system, of which it compares only the cartridge cases, not the bullet.
But in this respect, Lieutenant Colonel, do you know, in respect of the cases which are annotated in that exhibit, whether such request was for exhibits or bullets? Sorry, was for bullets or cartridges? Do you know or you don't know?
And most of the requests that we receive are sent for IBs to be compared with outstanding cases. So when they send it, as I said, if it's cartridge cases, it will only compare the cartridge cases, not the bullets on 9mm. So we could not pick it up because it was only the cartridge cases that were compared with the firearm that was sent, but not the bullet. In this case, we don't have a cartridge case, we have only a bullet. And if there was a cartridge case in this case, we could have picked it up long ago.
Somebody asked me to do a video commenting on the interpreter in that courtroom over there by the Nxumalo trial at the Pretoria High Court. The reason why I've never, ever spoke about him is because I don't have anything nice to say. And whatever I say is not going to change how he does his interpretation. What I will say is why is he doing this? And you know, with MANGENA, his services have deteriorated. Why do I say that? See, this is why I avoid commenting when I know I'm going to go down on a tangent and I'm going to digress and I'm going to say bad things and then it's going to sound like a personal attack. I never, ever want to be that person. So I'm going to try to stay above board. Why does MANGENA say 3 words, not 3 sentences, 3 words, and then he cuts him off while he's still talking, he starts interpreting? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? What is the goal? Second thing I have an issue with is Nxumalo will ask a question and then MANGENA doesn't get to answer. MANGENA, no, interpreter interprets half the time anyway. It doesn't follow. You know, one time I did say this a long time ago. One day, you know what? During recess, I'll do it. I'll do a strictly isiZulu video. And then I'll ask you guys if this matches the English version in terms of, is the story making any sense? And that's why Umnisi, we heard him earlier this week. Umnisi's like, no, that's not the right word. That is to ugunemba. I think that was the word that they were battling over, ugunemba. And then the other word that they didn't agree on was scars. Okay? He was calling it ilonda, and Nisi's like, dude, are you serious right now? We're talking about scars. These are not fresh wounds. So I feel he isn't doing isiZulu justice. He's not being fair to the isiZulu listeners. If ever you guys wanted a YouTube channel idea, okay, I've said it before, do your channel, create a channel, do it strictly in isiZulu. You'll see how fast it will grow. You don't believe me? Ask the MK party. Ask Jacob Zuma. Ask the EFF what happened to them. You know what? Make sure you join me on my other channel where I speak more about the other parties, okay? Join me at GNU Unfiltered, okay? Help me grow that channel as well. But you know what? I digress. What else do I want to say about this interpreter? Do you see why talking about him is irrelevant? It takes away from the topic at hand, which is justice for Senzo Meyiwa. He's definitely doing an injustice. I don't know. Like, imagine someone who's really, really trying to follow this case in isiZulu. Yeah, no. Could I do the channel, the same commentary in isiZulu entirely? No. I couldn't, I couldn't. But yeah, let me know if you want to do it and I can help you manage it. I can help you, come up with ideas, how to do it, how to flow a topic and grow that interest. I promise you your channel will do really, really well. Try it out. And you know what? Make sure you say Mzansi Unfiltered told me to do it when she was at 40,000 subscribers. Okay, why? Because there's a lot of room on YouTube for everybody. Chico Twala included. Chico Twala, you too. There's enough space for everybody. But you know what? I have over digressed. That's my opinion on Mr. Interpreter. I hope, I don't know if he has a manager or whatever goes on there, that someone can give him constructive feedback. I don't have constructive feedback. The feedback I have, you know what? Let me not say it because I don't want to go on record for saying I'm going to stay away from that one. And then I don't know if it is him who coughs in the mic. So you guys know I edit these videos, so I hear him the most because I'm spending time cutting him out. And there is someone, and I'm not sure if it's him or if it's MANGENA, who coughs into the mic. Dear Lord. That's the worst sound to listen to when you're editing. And it's over and over and over again. Anyway, let's digress. Let's get back to where we should be. MANGENA, the IBS system. Let me tell you about the IBS system. That's one system I want to talk about. Where is the Minister of Police? No, not Begicele. He's out. Okay, he's gone back because, in his mother's womb, he was not born a police minister. No, not him. The new one. Okay, Senzo Mngunu. Oh my goodness, Senzo, please do us a favor. I just have one ask. I know you're busy. There's a lot going on. Guningi. Okay, you're really doing the GNU work, but I'm just gonna ask this one favor. Just delete. Okay, just go into the servers. Go IBS system. Just do delete. It's a useless system. Literally, the ballistic expert in the forensic in NTONI lab, ballistic forensic in NTONI lab, has literally gone on record to tell us how bloody useless that system is. And excuse my French. That system is useless. It is not designed to catch criminals. It is designed to keep those bullets, because they're not tracking the bullets. They're only tracking cartridges. I don't know the difference between a bullet and a cartridge. You know what? MANGENA didn't teach me that. But I don't understand why you're not tracking the bullet. because you tested bullets. You didn't tell us you tested cartridges and then labeled the cartridges. You told us you tested bullets. You labeled them TBS. You labeled them, test bullet 3 to 10. You told us that. I just need to understand, if you're testing the bullets and then you're giving them exhibit numbers and bullet numbers and labeling them, and you're shooting from a pistol, a CZ 9mm caliber made in a Czech Republic, that one, it's shooting out cartridges to the right-hand side. That's what you've taught us. Yes, we've been attending your masterclass. We've been paying attention. Shooting the cartridges to the right. Balance me real fast, MANGENA. Balance me real fast. This might be your chance to save your reputation as a ballistic expert. Did you label the cartridges? I'll wait. Did you label the cartridges? Did you put the cartridges into this IBS NTONI garbage system? I bet you the answer is no. I bet you the answer is could never be me. I bet you your excuse will be there was no cartridges at the Nxumalo trial, so why should I bother myself tracking cartridges? You know what? This is why Umlungu has to remain on board. Again, Nxumalo, Minister of Police, you better also hire him as a consultant and clean up your departments. Because not only do we want justice for Nxumalo, we want to make sure that we are safe and that all ballistics and NTONIs are being done accurately. Because if we have a ballistic expert with over 29 years experience receiving a sealed opened bag, and there's a firearm inside with a firearm license, and he discards the license, doesn't even read it, what is the purpose of your job, sir? Yes, this video is a rant. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to call this video. I'm just going to rant because the advocates are doing a phenomenal job considering this is not their expertise. But I think that as the people of South Africa, especially after we have found out that legal aid and NTONIs, they don't want to pay Dave more than 3 days. And only if they will approve the invoice, the purchase order, she said. She'll approve the purchase order if it is when Mnisi is talking and Dave is there. Or when Dave is on the stand. Whatever gibberish that was. Yes, I'm upset. But something that warmed my heart, that lightened my heart, is your guys' response to donating. Wow, I did not expect that when I put out that video. I even said, don't even type it. I know you guys are going to... What do you guys do? The complete opposite. We do not care. This is what we want to do. We support Umlungu for ballistics president, okay? And I cannot. It would be an injustice for me to not use my platform for the good of everybody. Yes, everybody. You and I, we might never be criminals, but you know what? The Nxumalo issue affects every single South African. I will repeat. The Nxumalo issue, it affects every single South African. It is a matter that will touch anyone who has ever had a family member. So you, yes, I'm pointing at you, might never be in a court of law, but you might know a family member or 2 or 10, okay? Who might have to appear before a court of law. I mean, we have a whole justice minister appearing before court today for the VBS scandal. Do you see what I mean? Like, you don't know when somebody has to appear in court. I mean, we have over there Mr. Chikotwala running the hallways. How about that? Running the hallways over there at, is it the Randburg Magistrate Court? Why is his interview held in the hallway? But you know what? Let me leave Mr. Main Character Syndrome. I have something special coming for him. I have something special. I don't want to mix him up. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss me drop that one. We all, we all might know somebody. It could be a family member, it could be a brother, it could be a father, it could be a sister, okay? Could be Rosemary Ndlovu, but that's a story for another day. They might have to appear before the courts, and you would hope, okay, before the court of law. Whether it's a civil matter, whether it's a criminal matter, it's a court of law. And you would hope that, everything is working really nice, okay? And that it's going to be free and fair. And the judge is going to be there to listen to the merits of the case. And the witnesses, the state witnesses are going to come and they're going to demonstrate their competence. Wouldn't that be such a wonderful state? I bet you if that was the case, the level of law and crime in this country would not be at the outrageous levels that South Africa is at right now. But it's devastating because we have these people. I will raise my hand and say, I didn't expect this from MANGENA. I honestly did not. But this is the guy who has to do the ballistic testing. It's not you and me, it is him. That is his job description for the last 29 years. Lieutenant Colonel Chris MANGENA. But he takes the stand to say, no, we only track cartridges, not the bullet. I only tested the bullet, okay? In November 2014, I did my reports on the bullet based upon the comparisons and the lines and the strias and all those details. I've put out the videos. You guys have been watching them. Let me know some stuff you've learned if I haven't mentioned it. Let me know in the comment section down below. Down low. English sometimes. But let me know what you have literally learned from MANGENA. I've learned we're not safe. I've learned that legal aid can pull the plug at any time. And legal aid chooses what they want to pay for and what they don't want to pay for. I'll give you an example. Legal aid paid for Jackie Pamotse's case against the Nxumalos. That never made sense to me. So that's why I want to do a separate video on legal aid itself. It never made sense to me. Because I was like, wait a minute. How did she qualify? You know what I mean? So I want to do a separate video on that if ever you're on the other side of the law to know, how to get legal aid, how to qualify for legal aid. Do you qualify for legal aid even? Where do we go? What do you do? Who do you talk to? So that's another video I want to do. But, people like to listen to what I say and then they do it as well. But it doesn't matter as long as we're spreading awareness. So that's my thought on that legal aid topic. I mean, take for example, Ulongwe Twala. You could possibly hear he's covered entirely by legal aid. What would you say? What would you say? That's the same legal aid that's refusing to pay for Dave's ballistic expert. Same legal aid. It's not a different one. The exact same one. So do you see, for me, it does not feel like legal aid is black and white. And I could be wrong. So I stand to be corrected. Speaking of Ulongwe Twala, I had this crazy thought and I was like, what if he sold the equipment to DJ Maporisa? What if he sold the equipment to Maporisa? Is that the reason why Chico Twala is so upset? Absolute nonsense in that family. But I've ranted for too long. I guess I can't continue the Nxumalo video. I paused to talk about the IBIS system, but now look at all this ranting that I've done. You know what? If you've made it this far in the video, you absolutely have my heart. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Why? Because we're on the road to, not 50,000 subscribe. We're gunning for the big 100K, okay? And I can only do that with your support. The fundraising thing, I don't know if I should do that a separate video. So I don't want to handle the money. yeah, let me just go on record and say that I do not want to touch the money. I want everything to be above board, to be able to audit it, and everybody's happy, okay? So YouTube has a feature where I can create a video, and I think I'll show you guys here. Maybe I'll do a screen recording. I can create a video, and then I can decide that all the proceeds from that video, so there'll be a donate button for you, okay? There'll be no ads. You guys will love that video. There will be 0 ads, but there'll be a big, huge donate button somewhere on the video, and you can donate, and then YouTube collects the money. So YouTube becomes like, you know, the go-between person, and YouTube will take that money and give it to whatever foundation we decide. So that's what I was working on in the background, to see who can we do that to. And I liked that because it's YouTube. YouTube collects the money, your money, puts it in a pool, puts it in a bucket. We set a target, okay? I don't know how much Dave charges. We set a target, we donate towards that. Even other channels can also use that same system, that same link that I would create, because it will now exist inside YouTube. And then if we do that, then we all collectively donate that money. I definitely also would donate. And then that money will go directly. So it doesn't even come to me. That's the good news. The bad news. It is not possible for a South African charity, or a non-profit right now. So I was kind of disappointed about that, because I thought that was the easiest way. Think about it. Watch a video, donate. YouTube takes care of everything else in the back, and then the donation is handled. So now we got to look at other avenues. So work in progress. It's not a no. I am still doing the research. I will be back with the full video to explain it. But as I was saying, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching all the ads, okay? Definitely helping to keep the channel going. And that's it. I don't have any additional instructions for you, because this was just a rant. I don't know how I got to being a ranter, but this was a rant. So let me end it here. Thanks for watching. Definitely do the things, the things that help me grow and bring more members over here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.